are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next, the special meeting on June 2nd of the Sanitary Board. You can find more information for this meeting by going to www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the special board meeting of the Commissioners, Thursday, June 2nd at 4 p.m. I'm going to open it up for a roll call. Holt Ettinger. Present. Tim Warner.
Present.
Chris Yudowski.
Present.
Thank you. And thank you guys for being here today. Couple things that I want to state before we start with this. We are not going to have any public comment today. The reason being is that the public comment we had last week was 2 hours long, and I feel that was enough vetting. Also, you guys will have your chance to voice your opinion one more time, or at least a couple more times with the City Council when they take a vote on this, and then possibly with the Sanitary District later on. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to ask our attorney, Jim Meyer, to explain some of the nuances of the resolutions and kind of an update of what has happened since the last time we met. So, Jim, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Since the last time we met, through a phone conference, we found out that SRF, the state of Indiana, through SRF, is not guaranteeing, but has indicated that it's more than likely that they will grant a $1 million, in essence, a grant, but it's done differently with the SRF. It's typically done in the form of forgivable loan or forgivable bands. But in any event, obviously that would result in an effect on the rates that have been calculated by sender, or could anyway, depending on how the $1 million is used. For that reason, I am going to be recommending to the council tonight, to the board tonight, flashback, that they approve the confirmatory resolution so that we establish with SRF that we're serious about moving forward with the project. Most of you probably have never even heard the word SRF or initials SRF before, much less dealt with them, but those who have know that it's extremely unusual for them to grant a $1 million of forgiveness, so to speak, forgivable loan in a project like this. And the reason they're willing to do so is they see a very substantial environmental benefit to Lake Michigan as a result of this project. Otherwise, without that substantial environmental benefit, they could not give, in essence, Long Beach a grant because of the high median household income of Long Beach. Those grant monies are parceled out based on environmental benefit and affordability by the community. So that brings up, as I mentioned earlier, that I'm going to be requesting that the board approve the confirmatory resolution so we can show SRF that it's worth their while, but they have to go through administrative bureaucratic processes to get this $1 million approved by their board. I'm going to be asking the board to defer any action on the rate resolution, which is 1454.22, and therefore, of course, on the bond resolution, which is 1456.22. we should know about this $1 billion grant, let's call it SRF grant, sometime by the end of this month. When I say no for sure right now, it's a good possibility, but there's nothing carved in stone. The original, I believe some of you understood anyway, that the original timeline schedule was for this loan to close by the end of June, because that's the end of the fiscal year for the state. SRF has agreed that they would postpone that to sometime at or near the end of July, so that this process of finalizing the grant and then also readjusting any rate readjustment that needs to be done to be able to be ready for the closure on the loan. Of course, that would also require, as we know, the approval of the city council of the rates and the issuance of the bond.
No, no public comment tonight, please. We're just voting on one resolution tonight.
Yeah. Microphone.
We're voting on one resolution today in light of some of these new details.
Yeah.
And that's what our council has asked us to do. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with that today. So I am going to ask for a motion.
Before you do,
Okay.
I do want to bring up the city council on the 7th. This ordinance is set for second reading. In the city of Michigan City, the state law requires at least 2 readings of every ordinance, except or unless there's an emergency. In the city of Michigan City, the council's rules require 3 readings, except or unless there's 6 or more of the council members agree that they can do it on 2 readings. My anticipation would be, but I'm not a member of the council or represented them for 10 years, that on the 7th, they're not going to want to be, moving faster ahead with voting on the pending resolution and ordinances. I assume they'll be kicked over till the next council meeting, which is the 21st. And they may be, deferred later than that. I don't know. But in the ordinary course of things, there would be a second reading on the 7th and a final reading and vote on the 21st.
So before we vote on this resolution, I just want to ask if there's any questions from commissioners on what we're voting on today, or the procedure, or anything that Jim had just discussed. Any questions? Okay. Seeing that there is none, I will entertain a motion for resolution number 1453-22, the declaratory resolution -2022 on the revenue bond, Jim?
No, it's a confirmatory resolution.
Excuse me.
Confirming the declaratory resolution.
So I'm looking for a motion on resolution number 1455-22, the resolution confirming declaratory resolution number 1453-22.
Before you do that, the last meeting, there was a 2-2 vote on 1455,
Yeah.
1453-22.
Thank you, Jim.
Except or unless one of the board members
So
changes their vote, we're stalled.
Let me help. With clarification of council and careful financial considerations, a motion for reconsideration of said resolution.
Thank you, Holt.
On
Do
the
I-
basis of you are wanting to change your vote.
Consideration, yes. As long as we have no
Bring your
further
mic back,
conversation.
please.
You got to click the.
You got to turn the mic on.
What I said, in case you didn't hear me, with the clarification of council and careful financial considerations, additional financial considerations. I'm going to make a motion for reconsideration of this said resolution. That was a 2-2
tie at previous meeting.
Thank you, Holt. So I am assuming by that there is either one of the commissioners or two of the commissioners or even three of the commissioners that would like to change their vote either yay or nay. So I'm going to entertain that motion, and I'd like a second, please.
Second that motion.
I will second that motion.
Thanks, Tim. Tim Warner,
Aye.
Chris Yagowski,
Aye.
Tim Smith, aye. Holt Ettinger.
Aye.
All in favor, 4 votes supporting the resolution. I have given you guys all respect out there, and I would ask respect from the people that are here today.
This is a public meeting. Give us the respect of.
It's not a public meeting. We gave you that forum before,
Public hearing.
and it's
You don't
it's a public hearing. I did not change the rules. So I am going to ask for an adjournment.
Good.
We haven't-
Oh,
we have to do resolution number 1455.
I'm sorry. Okay. So then we need to take a vote on
Joel.
1455-22. The resolution confirming the declaratory resolution. Number 1453-22. 455. Right. We're confirming the declaratory resolution number 1453-22. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion that we table it until the next board meeting.
This is, we need to vote on this.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Apology.
Okay. So do I have a motion for approval?
I move to approve resolution 1455-22.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Now I'll ask for a motion to table. Can we do both of them, Jim, or just one at a time?
One at a time.
To table resolution 1453-20, 1454-22, the rates of the Long Beach town on the sewer project.
Move to table.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. The resolution is tabled. We'd also like to table resolution, I'm looking for a motion to table resolution 1456-22, bond and band resolution. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Tim?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye. Aye.
And Tim Smith, aye. Motion passes.
The next item on the agenda is W.G. Jackson.
Yeah,
I spoke to Scott Kistler about it,
okay.
and we was the finance manager for the district. Anyway, we want to defer that.
That's what I also talked to Mike, and we're going to table it. All right, so I'm going to ask for a motion for adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
Tim?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye. Aye.
Tim Smith, aye. All in favor. We're adjourned.